Murder one, murder one, murder one.
Just the money, cars, and women, raps, you know what I'm saying? It's deeper. It's really real life situation that we've all been through. And I'm trying to capture that moment.
Murder one, murder one, murder one.
My target group is the African immigrants, specifically Nigerians. And then the age group is age 30 to 55. And then our focus is on the families. The context is middle class, educated, African immigrant, specifically Nigerians, and the gospel. And then lastly, creating an atmosphere of authentic worship of God. And by authentic worship of God, I mean Nigerian praise, and then worship music. And then, hallelujah! Praising the Lord. Always, always praising the Lord. Always praising the Lord.
That's going to be hard to follow. So we have been called to open a church, and it's going to be a multicultural church in English. And even the Chinese friends that we have in front of our house, they don't speak English. We use the phone, the translator, Google Translator. So sometimes it takes a while to speak to them, but we have that connection already. So we're going to start our church in our home in this fall. Church. And we also value prayer a lot. Before moving into new ministries, when God calls us to do something, we basically pray before, and it's just a few months or even a year, depends on what kind of ministry. So that's our third value. And it's going to be a multicultural representation. And also something that God has placed in our hearts, and we move in ministry through these relationships. So fellowship is going to be our fifth core value. And that's one of my things that, for me, discipling is not 2 years, 3 years. It's a lifetime process.
You can hear me? Okay. My name is Mark. I'm from Vancouver, Canada. Originally, I was born in Hong Kong. And then, as a family, we immigrated to Canada in 1974. And since that time, I've been living in Vancouver, and Vancouver is very much my home now. So when we were when we were thinking of the context of a church plant, it's kind of in my heart to reach white people. It seems like a lot of white people are going someplace in a basket. Now, the church that I'm coming from, it's sort of a multi-ethnic congregation. We probably at this time we have about maybe 90% Chinese people, and then the 10% is Caucasian. And it's kind of like in my heart to reach, I guess technically everybody, but priority-wise, we'd have to have a priority. And so in honor of the people who already are part of the congregation, so it's kind of in my heart to reach Caucasian, Anglo-speaking people.
I established a relationship with the people in Skid Row, and one day a homeless veteran came back after 2 weeks, and I called his name. I said, "Glenn, where have you been? I'm worried about you." And he didn't answer me. He just said, "Did you hear? Did you hear? She calls my name. She remembered my name." This is how Jesus knows my name ministry. started. And afterwards, God put in my heart, you're not just serve. You need to teach them whatever you learn. I learned it to me over 3 years.
We are Rectify, and we are people of few words. Our team was formed really out of divine intervention. As I said before, I'm the chaplain in the Correction Center, and I had worked really hard to develop relationships with area churches to be able to send folks out so that when they left, they'd have a place to land. And we'd have people calling me and people coming back in and saying, you know, I just didn't fit there, and for whatever reason. And I really felt just in my personality, if you see that there's an issue or you see something is wrong, then you need to do something about it. And so that's kind of how we were born out of that. And then our target area is Allegan, the city of Allegan, but Allegan County, which is our demographic is very rural. There's a lot of drug issues. We have people who come in, a majority of the people who are booked into the jail are there for drugs or alcohol. If it's domestic violence or anything like that, it was because of drugs or alcohol. There's a huge meth epidemic in Allegan County. People. And then there's a real strong sense of transparency, which is what I love about jail ministry, is that people, they get real quick. In jail, you may only see them one time, or you may see them several times for the amount of time that they're there. So you have to really get down to the nitty-gritty real fast, and it's pretty beautiful.
I saw the light, I saw the light, no more darkness, no more night. Now I'm so happy, no sorrow inside. Praise the Lord, I saw the light. Come on.
The rap that was the rap I used to do before we got saved, so we can't use that rap. No, boy, I tell you. So I told Pete, we got some talent in this room. I mean, we got Wale coming in, bringing in I'm coming to your church just for the exercise purposes, man. The real talk, brother. And then we got Dylan over here we bringing that to North Long Beach, man. I don't know if it's like country rock, but I like it. And I think we can really move into some areas and disturb some things. So I'm a disturber. So I want to bring it and let you work that out. We got some talented folks, and that's who God calls to make up this kingdom. So.